the chest.
Millwood leaves it back. Nice play by New to come out, and that's a foul called on Santana. Free kick for the Blast with 1:05 left on the power play. Officials will call time here for a moment.
I'm not sure, something is. You can actually hear both coaches for the Blast, Danny Kelly and David Bascom, yelling. It could be an issue. They're going to call it a delay game warning against Syracuse.
.9:23 left in the third. 1:06 left on the power play for the Silver Knights. Syracuse has turned out to be a very worthy opponent.
And the other issue is, I think the issue that the Blast were really upset about was that Syracuse changed after the foul. You're not allowed to do that.
Do that, right.
And now the rules really are that you're supposed to go back to the bench, and really Syracuse should have to restart with 4 players on the field because of the infraction.
And I think that's what they may be making them do. Mark Bailey walking over to Tommy Tanner. He leans in. Nope, they're going to go with, well, let's see. Yes, they're going to make him start with 4. As Neto comes off for the Silver Knights.
He's going to have to stand at the bench
until the ball is touched.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, until the whistle, I guess.
No, until it's touched, yeah. It gives the Blast a little extra time to set up their clear, and they just put it into the hands of O'Quinn.
Less than a minute now on the power play for the Silver Knights. First power play of the game for either squad. And again, Syracuse with the number 1 power play in the league, and the Blast with the best penalty kill, and the power play wins out here for the Silver Knights.
It's a 2-point goal. It should be a 2-point goal. He was inside the arc, clearly. Don't look at it, I hope. And now they put 4 up on the scoreboard. It's a 2-point goal.
A power play goal for the Knights.
It was a wicked shot from the far wing.
See if we have it here on the replay, but it's 4-2 Syracuse. That's their first lead of the series. And here we go.
Here's the replay. You can see clearly inside the arc. I know he caught it a real quick last kind of shot there as he was shooting the ball, but he was clearly inside the arc for that 2-point goal. And
it was so quick, Paul, to be honest with you.
I thought it was Ubi Parapovic that scored.
Ubi? Yep, Ubi gets the goal. Power play goal, his first power play goal of the year. Time of the goal is 6:08 of the third. Syracuse in the lead at 4-2.
Well, there you go. All of a sudden, the Blast find themselves behind.
Syracuse with a little momentum, little pep now. Roque picked off by Chantel. Foul called on Roque. Free kick Blast, free kick Syracuse, 8:19 left to go. Blast fans, Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield encourages each of us to take that first step towards a healthier and more active lifestyle. Blast being active in the midfield. DeRue coming up a little bit short there. Metro PCS with no annual contract and blazing fast 4G speed on a nationwide 4G network. Metro PCS is the wireless company that gives you everything you want. Unlimited data, talk, and text for a low monthly rate. Also, Mission Barbecue serves traditional American barbecue with a side of patriotism at all its Maryland and York, PA locations. For more information, visit them online at missionbarbecue.com. Ferdinand in pursuit of Toby. Last trying to win a ball in the midfield. Cutting over, though, Neto. Well played by them.
Good hustle by Roque to win the ball.
Fancy footwork here by Ferdinand to escape. Here's the return.
I think Max wanted to get off, and they gave him the pass back. So instead, now Daru will hold and allow some fresh bodies to get on the field.
Including Lucio, who's on it now, along with Neto. Joined by Donatelli. Donatelli inside, picked off by Toby. Up ahead, Elenio with Looking Land in pursuit. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Great save by Vanzella, who cut off the short side.
Nice job by Vanzella to make the save and then quickly get up and spring the break.
Neto trying to bust through a couple there. Broken up by Forbes. Forbes is a lot like Neto in he plays two ways. Does not give up on a ball defensively. Free kick blast here. Blast Soccer brought to you by Action Business Systems and Toshiba, your marketing solutions provider. Also by the Holiday Inn Express. Baltimore at the stadiums is the Baltimore Blast sponsor hotel. Book your hotel room on game night. Call 410-727-1818. Ask for the Baltimore Blast family and friends rate. Foul called on Neto. Free kick Knights. MedStar Sports Medicine is the official medical team of the Baltimore Blast. For an appointment with Team Dr. Richard Levine, call 888-44-SPORT. That's MedStar Sports Medicine, 888-44-SPORT. Also, Blast fans, do you want custom Blast gear or to dress like the pros? www.sport55.com for all your Blast needs. That's sport55.com. Free kick blast in the midfield. Forbes getting into it, along with Bordeaux. Don't forget, Blast fans, visit MISL on Facebook at facebook.com/Major Indoor Soccer League. O'Quinn with the play in the goal. He's been equal to just about every test the Blast have thrown at him tonight.
Great feed for Diesel, but Mike just couldn't pull the trigger on that one.
Millwood along the turf, picked up by Vanzella. 6 minutes now to play in the third. Syracuse with their first lead of the series. The Silver Knights lead the Blast 4-2.
Definitely an unfamiliar spot for the Blast, no question.
Syracuse has history, though, in this building. They've won a couple of games here in Baltimore. Some close games. Although the Blast went 3-1. Here's Forbes now on a breakaway. In pursuit, that one wide. Millwood now in the box, broken up. And Millwood. Boy, DeSantos is just beyond himself. Looks like Millwood may have bought that one, Paulie.
Unreal. If we can get a replay on this, I don't even know if Dos Santos, Millwood went into the boards hard to try to win the ball. I don't think Dos Santos touched him.
It'll be a free kick for the Silver Knights. Millwood, longtime Blast player, 503 points in his career. 445 in a Blast uniform, broken up by the Blast. Ferdinand with the block. DeSantos will chase O'Quinn. Escapes. Millwood all of a sudden is healthy again. Chantel will play it back to the keeper. The role's kind of reversed here a little bit right now with the Blast chasing the Knights around a little. Good pick here by Noon. Turnover. Here's the Blast. Roque stepping in Santana. Noon is spilled. No call. Here they come. Santana got a man. One touch. Great save. Vanzella hugging the near post.
Oh, near giveaway that time.
Mangione in pursuit. Santana, no call there. Here come the Blast. Roque on a run. Roque's got two options here. Kind of fans on that one. O'Quinn back to midfield, and now they've got the numbers. 2-on-1. Neto, great save, Vanzella. 3 big stops by the keeper in the last 2 minutes.
No doubt. Syracuse really giving it to the Blast right now.
Here's Neto towards the goal. Oh, in the box, and it bounced off the shoulder of Donatelli. And they survive it. Now here's a counter for Elenio. One-on-one with Daru. Not a lot of points, but a lot of action here. Oh, Daru does well to get out of that. Blast now with an opportunity. 3-on-3 for the Blast. Here's Neto over to Donatelli. Broken up. Neto carries. Neto got a chance. Oh, it's just high. Rebound. Broken up. Toby kicks it to midfield. Both teams just counter-punching one another.
This is the best 3 minutes we've seen tonight, right?
3:30 left in the third. A lot of body blows in this one. Neto now, he likes this position, facing the goal. With Santana. Neto will drop it off. Nice step in by Santana in front of Neto. Last going to try to win that in the midfield. And whistle still being blown here. Let's see what they call. Oh, it's going to go Syracuse's way. What's the call there?
They're going to call a trip literally 15 seconds after the play happened.
Very questionable decision making here on the part of the referees. 2:55 left to go in the third. Syracuse 4, Baltimore 2. Here's Ferdinand on the defense, banging that one at the turn. Ball comes up, nice step in here by the Diesel. They come back. Boy, the Diesel's got some legs, doesn't he?
Working hard right now, pressuring the ball.
Saved by Ubi Parapovic. Chantel uses the boards, get by DeSantos. Now Millwood going to set up a guy in the corner. Forbes broken up over the boards. It'll be a corner here for Syracuse. And finally, a timeout that both teams need desperately. 4-2 Syracuse in the third. There's 2:18 left to go in the third. It's been a great 4 minutes of action here. They leave it up top for Forbes, and that one is blocked and deflected towards the corner by the Blast defense. Here's Ubi Parapovic, who right now has the lead goal for Syracuse on the power play moments ago. Neto delivers back to Santana. If Syracuse remains on top, then it'll force a game 3. 15-minute. Millwood escaping a defender. One touch in the box. No one there.
Oh, looking like he had to be careful that he didn't put that one in his own net.
Coming up on 1:30, Santana with a drive, and that one is over the boards. It'll be a goal kick coming up for Vanzella. Blast fans, does your bank give you cash back on your checking account? MECU, Baltimore's credit union, does. Go to MECU.com to learn more. Also, Perutka Law is Maryland's premier debt collection service and is a proud supporter of the Baltimore Blast. Carefree Blue Cross Blue Shield, encouraging each of us to take that first step towards a healthier and more active lifestyle.
Well, it's going to be a tough break for the Blast because they're going to call a foul. They're going to say they fouled Zuniga. They're going to blow the whistle late on this play. But as they were blowing the whistle, Syracuse kicked it out over the boards in their own end. It would have been a restart top of the box if there wasn't a foul. Instead, they blow the whistle, and now they'll start right where you see Mike Lookingland and the official, Mark Bailey.
Pizza Boli's is the official pizza of the Baltimore Blast, serving pizza, wings, subs, and more to Baltimore since 1965. Also, build your body with Brick. Bring your ticket to Brick Bodies or Lynn Bricks and receive your first month free when you join. Check them out online, brickbodies.com. All right, here we go now. Blast 1:24 remaining in the third, trailing 4-2. Lookingland will leave it back for Ferdinand. Working on Alenia. Off the boards in the box, headed away by Chantel, right in front of Roque, who has the lone Blast goal here tonight back in the first quarter. That's a story right now. Blast at the 6:02 mark have scored, and since then they're coming up on 39 scoreless minutes. In the box, intended for Roque. Broken up by Toby and Chantel.
Almost a great opportunity there, but again, Syracuse right there at the last minute.
Blast minus a field player tonight as they dress two keepers. No Levi Wapu, and another
2
fall
minutes.
here.
2 minutes. Wow.
And it looks like noon coming off for the Blast. Big point of the game right here with 47.8 seconds left to play. Time of the penalty, 14-13 of the third. Syracuse has already converted on an extra man opportunity here in the third.
Oh,
Holding on noon.
Big penalty kill here.
Blast are the best penalty kill team in the league. Syracuse the best power play unit in the league. Millwood tries to curl one towards the goal in the corner. Held in by Santana, or correction, Neto in the corner. Target man is Santana right now. Ubi towards Millwood, broken up by Lookingland. Ball is free, blocked by Vanzella. He's got to come out again. Ball is still free, forcing the Blast into an error here.
How is that not a foul? An obstruction on Vanzella as they caromed into him when he had the ball. They're going to call this a deflection. It'll be Blast ball, but it should have been stopped before that on a foul.
Blast dodging a bullet right there with 1:24 on the power play. 11 to go here in the third. Now 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Forbes at the yellow line, 2 and 1, and that is the end of the third period. So there's going to be a minute 12 left on the power play when we return. Syracuse, after 3 periods, leads the Blast here in game 2, 4-2.
Playing soccer can be a healthy and satisfying experience, but it can also take a toll on your legs and feet. I'm Dr. Richard Levine from Union Memorial Sports Medicine. Proper conditioning, technique, and footwear are important, but injuries may still occur. Early diagnosis and treatment are the key to a successful recovery and early return to the game. If you find yourself with a sports-related injury, call our free sports injury line and speak to a certified athletic trainer. Union Memorial Sports Medicine. Experience matters.
Back at you here, beginning of the fourth quarter. Blast and the Syracuse Silver Knights. Syracuse leading at 4-2 on the power play for the next minute 12.
Obviously, Blast, a lot of work to get done here in the fourth quarter. First order of business is to kill off the penalty and see what they can do. Obviously, not in a situation they've been used to this year, being down in the fourth quarter. So we'll see how they respond and how the Blast react here in the fourth quarter. Fortunately, they start the fourth quarter, so they'll have a chance to rag some time with the kickoff here to start things here in the fourth.
Blast ended the season on a 9-game winning streak, which tied for the second longest in franchise history. Blast had a 9-gamer last year. The longest was 10 back in the 93-94 season. That was the second year of the franchise. In fact, the last team to beat the Blast was Syracuse, 9-8 on a Yellowback goal late in the game to win it.
That was a great game in Syracuse.
That was the lone time the Cuse has beaten Baltimore this year.
That was a restart. We talk about restarts all the time. That was a restart from the yellow line. Millwood found Yellowback on the post, and the rest was history, and Syracuse walked away with the win.
Blast on the penalty kill here. 38 left to go on the power play for Syracuse. Forbes over to Ubi. Lines it up. Nice cut. Shot. Oh, nice save. Benzella gets a finger on it. And an acrobatic play by Santana on the back end, and he comes up a little gimpy.
Nice play by Diso as well to clear. No panic. He was able to win the ball and then clear it down the field and rag some key time. Under 10 seconds now left on the power play.
Here they come again. One final try. Back up to Forbes. 2 seconds, 1 second. Penalty is over. Blasto got to get back on. Here comes Noon. We're 5-on-5. Blast kill it.
Still dangerous here. You want to make sure you isolate who your guys are. So a lot of times goals get scored right after penalties end, but it looks like the Blast are pretty sorted out here. Looks like they're going to be okay.
Yellowback taken away by the Blast. Healy upended by Forbes. Foul called.
And there's 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
No, that's what happens. You had the call against the Blast at the end of the third in the midfield, and right back you get a foul here on Forbes and the 2-minute penalty.
That's got the fans up. First penalty, I should say first power play opportunity for the Blast. Blast number 3 in the league on the power play, 10 for 25. Their leader in power play goals is Lucio with 4. Donatelli with 2. Penalty kills, Syracuse is good. 26 kills, 34 attempts.
Okay, the bottom line is you have to take advantage of your opportunities. You certainly don't want your fate decided by the officials. And when you have power plays, you have to take advantage. And unfortunately, Syracuse couldn't there. We'll see if the Blast can here with their chance in the fourth quarter.
Well, here's the opportunity for the Blast. Looking land, Lucio, Ferdinand, Donatelli, and Neto for Baltimore. The penalty kill unit is Santana, Yellowback, Toby, and Manfoot for Syracuse. Looking land. 1:30 on the power play, back post! Ferdinand couldn't hold it.
Couldn't get the one-timer, wasn't in a really good angle. O'Quinn was out of position, but recovered in time before Ferdinand could pull the trigger. Great feed by Lucio.
Looking land settles here for the Blast, 1:10. So that's one opportunity gone by for Baltimore. Looking land cuts it for Neto. Back to the captain. Towards the goal in the box, Ferdinand. Broken up by Syracuse. 45 on the power play. Last patient here. Looking inside for Ferdinand, not there.
Syracuse, you don't want to get too far out. Obviously you want to pressure, but you don't want to get yourself spread too thin.
Here's the target man, Ferdinand. Broken up there by Santana. Shot just wide from Looking land. 28 seconds on the power play. And he sends it away, does Syracuse.
Probably time for one more opportunity here.
That was Manfoot sending it away. 5 seconds on the power play. Looking land. Running onto it,
Oh.
Lucio, and a great save by O'Quinn.
Real good strike by Lucio.
It's his best strike of the game.
And now Syracuse gets the timeout after the penalty kill.
We'll take it 4-2 Syracuse over the Blast. Which means Chesapeake Employers Insurance Company will donate an additional $25 to Kids Chance of Maryland Scholarship Fund. Please visit kidschance-md.org for information on how you can apply for scholarship assistance. Also, MedStar Sports Medicine is the official medical team of the Baltimore Blast. For an appointment with Team Dr. Richard Levine, call 888-44-SPORT. At MedStar Sports Medicine, that's 888-44-SPORT. Blast Soccer also brought to you by Action Business Systems and Toshiba, your marketing solutions provider. By Music Masters, the official DJ service and proud partner of the Baltimore Blast. Experience exceptional DJs for your wedding, corporate, or social event. Call today or visit musicmastersonline.com. Blast fans, don't forget you're at home with Hirschfeld, the official apartment communities of your Baltimore Blast. Find your new home today at hirschfeldhomes.com. Are you a citizen of MISL Nation? Check out interviews, features, and more than 100 live games on MISLNation.com during the 2013-14 season as we are now in the playoffs. 11:16 left in this one with the Cuse leading Baltimore 4-2. Benzella outside the box, sent in quickly by Yelovac. Millwood should get called here as he pushes
Forearm
Daru.
to the back of the head of Daru. Just a little nudge, though. It wasn't a big forearm. Just a little forearm.
They were teammates for like 4 years, Paul. Can't do that. Bangioni now in the corner for Gonzaga. Oh! That one off the bar where it hits the post.
Is that Roque?
Roque, yeah.
Yep. Had a lot of net to shoot at, too.
Shots on goal, by the way, after 3 quarters, or shots, I should say. Blast 14, Syracuse 11. So they got 9 shots on Vanzella in the third. Blast now with just over 10 minutes to play, trailing 4-2 here at the arena. Great story brewing here tonight. The Silver Knights make it to the playoffs for the first time ever. They've never won a playoff game. Blast, they're looking for their 7th championship in 11 years.
I'll tell you what, too. O'Quinn is really stretching the boundaries on his distributions of that box. A couple times he has taken a stride outside the box to distribute the ball, and so far has gotten away with it.
Ferdinand gets away from Chantel. 1-on-3 here. He'll have to slow it down. He's got a man there. Neto. Good defense by Toby. He's so solid back there. Here's a ball for Elenio. Pursuit. Diesel.
That's a foul.
Got to be on Elenio. Quick free kick here for the Blast. Vanzella takes advantage. Boy, that Diesel's got some wheels, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. That was a nice job to sprint back, get in position, and get the call.
Coming up on 9 minutes in the fourth, 4-2 Syracuse. Good ball. What do they call here? Just a foul. The Diesel and I think it's Manfoot.
Again, I don't understand. If everything else that was called 2 minutes, how's that not 2 minutes?
Right.
You know? That's the one thing I'll never quite comprehend or understand, that the different values of what's a foul, what's 2 minutes, and is that consistent or not. I'll just never get that in this league. And hey, look, to be honest, it's tough. It really is hard to kind of figure that out sometimes.
Zuniga and Chantel in the midfield. 8:35 left to play in this one. Syracuse still nursing the 2-point lead. Neto and Looking Land. Look at this, a three-pointer for Manfoot. Syracuse comes in and leads by 5 with 8:21 to play.
Just a missile by Manfoot that time as he drills it into the back of the net. That was well behind the arc and definitely a three-pointer. And it's all of a sudden a 7-2 Syracuse lead.
Time of the goal, 6:39 of the fourth. And here we go. Here it is.
That's a good 2 steps behind the three-point line.
He beat Vanzella short side. Vanzella had no chance. Look at it one more time. Bang. Top shelf, baby.
Well, so Syracuse has equaled their point output for game 1. The big difference is that the Blast sitting on 2 right now. And who would have thought this, Gary, coming in here?
Nobody in Baltimore, I'll tell you that. 7-2 the score. What a drive by Manfoot.
Of course, having said that, plenty of time left.
But it's all Syracuse here in the second half. They take advantage on the extra man opportunity. Blast cannot take advantage. Ferdinand was on the doorstep on the penalty. Healy towards the goal. O'Quinn with the save. Ball is loose. And then Roque hits upper 90. That one bounced out.
This is kind of a quasi-sixth attacker. You see Vanzella way up the field on the play. He's kind of playing kind of as a sixth attacker.
7:15 left to go. Vanzella excellent with his feet. Had great training overseas in the futsal game where footwork is absolutely essential for the goalkeeper. Here he is now in the midfield. Listen to Clean Radio, Blast fans, launching January of 14. Change your music, change your life, cleanradio.com. Just over the crossbar by noon. Looking Land will come back. Again, Vanzella in the midfield, and they're starting to pressure. And forcing Looking Land into an error.
Well, Mike wanted to clear the ball. Then he was behind the yellow line, so he knew he couldn't kick it all the way down the field. And by the time he regathered himself to get himself across the yellow line, he kicked it out of play.
Timeout on the floor, the Cuse leading 7-2. Here, a huge three-point goal by Antonio Manfoot just moments ago at the 6:39 mark has given Syracuse an imposing 7-2 lead over the Blast.
Well, that three-pointer just is a backbreaker because it changes everything. It makes it, unless you get a three, and the Blast really aren't adept. They did much better this year at getting threes, but unless you're getting threes, that's a three-goal game now. And that's why you see Vanzella up on the attack.
Blast now on the attack, coming up on 6 minutes here in the fourth, I should say. Vanzella now to the yellow line. So basically it is extra man here, 6-on-5, Vanzella part of the field play. Setting up Looking Land in the box, a score!
Now Donatelli. He set Looking Land up. It looks like he's going to take the three. Defense slides to block the shot, and he just slides a nifty pass into Donatelli for the deflection. Again, another hockey goal, kind of. When you talk about the Blast, we've seen that a couple times this year. Just a deflection in front off the foot of Donatelli into the back of the net.
Time of the goal, 9:07 of the fourth. Gets the Blast back to within 3 at 7-4. For Donatelli, that's his his 7th goal in 10 playoff games. He's got 20 points. Looking Land, his 6th assist in, 8th assist in 19 playoff games. His 17th point.
Now with 5:45 left, we'll see the strategy, and we'll see if the Blast choose to bring Vanzella up again or if they play more conventional for a few minutes.
Blast with another chance here, off the boards in the box, and cutting through was Elenio. Healy tries to bend one, and that'll be a corner kick off of Jelovac with 5:33 left in the fourth.
Another one of those restart opportunities. See if Danny Kelly takes a timeout here or whether they have the play drawn up already. I think they're going to inspect the wall to make sure they're far enough back. That wall always ends up a yard closer, though, doesn't it?
It's just one of those things. Healy tries to bust through, saved by O'Quinn. Ball is still loose in the corner. So you can dig this one out.
It's a nice play by O'Quinn. Healy tried to get it over top across to the other side, and O'Quinn able to get the hand up and make the play.
Well, they got a chance here with Santana one time. It's off the keeper, another chance. Kicked away by DeSantos. He points to Santana, but the official, Mark Bailey, points to the spot.
It's going to be a corner kick. That's a great job by Dos Santos to get that ball out of danger. You know, you'll take the corner here with where that position was on the field. And Santana was ready to just line that one up and put it past Vanzella.
Right, and of all the possibilities, that's your best one. Oh, look at this. Forbes inside the arc. It's back to 5.
Wow, so Syracuse executes a restart the Blast couldn't, and they take a 5-point lead back.
Time of the goal, 9:53. A bullet by Forbes. That's his first goal tonight. Continuing a tremendous season. Led them with 67 points.
Here's the replay, end of the replay anyway, as you see a whole host of bodies on the floor for the Blast. Right just near the arc, and it looks like Vanzella got a hand on it.
9-4 Syracuse, timeout on the floor. True sixth attacker time for the Blast coming up now with 5:07 left to go. Mike Lookingland puts on the jersey. Don't forget, Blast fans, stop by your local Sports Authority where you'll find everything you need for your favorite sports. Sports Authority proud to be the sponsor of the Blast. Sports Authority, all things sporting good. Also, we'd like to thank Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Greater Chesapeake for supporting the Blast at the game today. The mission of Big Brothers Big Sisters is to help children and youth reach their fullest potential by building safe and enduring mentoring relationships through best practices, quality standards, and professional support. Be a Big Brother. Sign up to be a mentor in your community. Fans, remember, you're invited to Pratt Street Ale House for a post-game party tonight, right after the Blast game against the Silver Knights, and it may be Game 3 Who knows? We'll see. 9-4 is the score right now. Blast retreating with Lucio and Looking Land. Mike will play it from inside the box with 4:35 to play, and Syracuse leading by 5 late.
Let's see what the Blast can do here. There hasn't been much time at all where the Blast have gone 6 attacker this year.
That is correct.
You look at the games that they've lost, a blowout loss to Milwaukee, a big lead against the Wave that they lost in Milwaukee, and then that 9-8 loss that they were ahead in Syracuse.
Neto trying to turn towards the goal, broken up by the Cuse. 4 minutes left to go. In regulation, Syracuse leads at 9-4. Lucio running onto it. That one just wide.
Wow, just like they've done all game, Syracuse just getting in front of shots and blocking shots. It's been a great strategy here tonight against the Blast.
Yeah, they've sold out defensively, there's no doubt. Lucio broken up again, just like you said, getting in front. 3:25 left to go in regulation. The Silver Knights lead the Blast 9-4. Looking Land blocked out in front again. Run down by Ferdinand.
A good block by Syracuse. And time is dwindling for the Blast.
3:06 and the Blast trail by 5. Kick in Blast. Inside Ferdinand, quickly back out to Looking Land. Oh, the Silver Knights are everywhere. Lucio pulled down, foul called. Manfoot offers a hand, and Lucio slaps it away. 2:42 left in this one. Syracuse by 5.
Anything the Qs can do to just chop up time and waste time, they're going to do.
Here's Neto. Over the boards.
Fans are stunned. I don't think anybody thought Syracuse would come in here and have this kind of lead late.
Timeout for the Blast here with 2:28 left. Again, Syracuse 9 and the Blast 4. Back with the action here, Looking Land now. For the Blast from midfield, again 2:15 left to play. Blast trail by 5, should Syracuse hold on. They'll have a mini game 3 immediately following this game 2. A winner of this semifinal series, one way or another, will be crowned tonight. Nice ball by Healy, and the Blast still in it. Healy setting up Donatelli,
Just a big mistake by Syracuse defensively. You cannot backheel the ball in your own end. You got to get the ball out and forward, and that allows the Blast to keep it alive. And then once they got it down the boards, it was a two-man game, 2-on-1. Smart play just to get it out back towards the middle of the box and be able to finish there.
Time of the goal, 13:04 of the fourth. Syracuse still leads it by 3, 9-6 the score. Donatelli's got 2 goals here in the fourth.
Replay here, you see, it's actually a nice block by Healy, and then a nice finish by Donatelli. Got to get the ball forward, too much dribbling there, just get the ball out, and then a nice ball here to finish and get it into the back of the net. Care first replay there.
So Donatelli now with his 8th goal in 10 playoff games. He's got 22 points. Blast still have to go 6th attacker here, trailing 9-6. It'll be Syracuse ball off the kickoff.
So Vanzella goes back into goal for the Blast. And that's why that three-pointer, again, Gary, it's such a huge play because you either need a three-pointer or to score 2 goals.
In terms of three-pointers this year for the Blast, Roque with 1, Zuniga with 1, Donatelli with 1, DeSantos, Lucio had 2, Neto had 1, Ferdinand led with 3.
And Looking Land with 4.
Had 4.
Yeah.
All right, here come the Blast now. So Looking Land 4, Ferdinand 3. Those are your big three-point bombers.
And Syracuse holds the ball for a grand total of 4 seconds.
They're giving the Blast chances.
You got to do a better job than that.
Here comes Lucio now in the midfield for the Blast. Blast trail 9-6. If Syracuse holds on, we'll have a game 3 immediately following this one, 15-minute game. If the Blast come back and win this one, then this series is over. 1:32 left to go.
Uh-oh.
Lucio will chase this one down. That one looked like it was trouble.
That was true blue. And if Lucio doesn't get back on that, that's a goal.
O'Quinn has just been tremendous in goal tonight for the Silver Knights.
You do not need a 3 here, by the way. Blast need to see if they can score a quick 2. Get inside the Knights defense. Plenty of time, but
1 minute left to go.
Approaching a minute now.
Zuniga inside the box, double team. Ball moved out, held in by Zuniga. O'Quinn falls on it with 50 seconds left to go.
Now you need a 3.
Ball still in play. That would have been out of play last year because the glass was removed, put back for this year. Forbes doing a great job along the boards. 25 seconds left. They need a 3. Tie this one. Lucio, 19 seconds left. Forbes right on him. Foul called.
Here we go.
Clock stops. 16.1 to play.
Walk the wall off here. You got Lucio. You've got Looking Land. And you've got Zuniga fanned out here to try to get the three-pointer they need.
Just wide. Kicked away, held in by Lucio. 12 to go. Lucio blocked by Forbes. 10 to go. Ball squirts into the corner. Neto, 7 to go. They got to kick it back out. Blocked, intended for Zuniga. Picked off by Forbes. 2 seconds, 1 second. That's it. The Silver Knights hold on, and they beat the Blast in game 2. 9-6 the score. We're going to game 3.
And hats off to Syracuse. Great strategy tonight, great execution, and they forced this to a game 3.
Stay tuned. More soccer coming up. Gary Stein, Paul Mittermeier back with you as we get set for Game 3 here tonight at the Baltimore Arena. Syracuse beating the Blast 9-6 in Game 2. The big three-pointer by Antonio Manfoot early in the fourth gave them a 7-2 lead, the Knights, and that's really what kind of blew the game open for Syracuse. Paul, let's take a look at the game highlights here as we get set for Game 3.
Yeah, Blast got on the board first. Nice feed. Zuniga on the target to Noon, and then the finish by Roque to make it 2-0. But Syracuse right back. I think their first shot of the game was this nice feed from Forbes. He gets it into the top of the box, and a nice finish there by Bordeaux to make it a 2-2 game. Then on the power play, nice goal here as it was a missile by Ubi Parapovic. He scores to make it 4-2, and then again, a great finish by Manfoot to make it 7-2, and that's really kind of gave Syracuse a stabilizing force. Then a nice feed from Looking Land inside for Donatelli for the goal, and then the backbreaker, Forbes off the hand of Vanzella for the goal to make it a 9-4 game. The Blast will come back again. Nice feed, Healy for Donatelli to make it 9-6, and then at the end they couldn't get enough, and there you go. It's 9-6 final, and it's Game 3.
All right, so let's catch the fans up on what happens here. It is a totally new game. You can change your lineup. You can change your players. No statistics count from last game to this game. It is a 15-minute period. It's not sudden death. First goal doesn't win. They'll play all 15. If they're tied after 15, then it becomes sudden death / golden goal. The Blast had Vanzella was in goal tonight for Game 2. He is coming back out on the field for Game 3. But they were a man down because they dressed their backup keeper, Hernandez. So Levi Wapu was not in the lineup. We'll see if they change that here.
Well, he's on the bench.
He's on the bench. So the Blast have changed that. They have deactivated the backup keeper, Hernandez. They have activated Levi Wapu, the exciting rookie out of UMBC, to give them a new field player and fresh legs.
There we go. And first here in Baltimore, our first ever mini game here for the playoffs, and we'll see how it happens. It happened quick last night in Missouri as the Comets got off quickly on Milwaukee and got a goal early. We'll see what happens here tonight as Syracuse has come here with an outstanding game plan, executed it great in that first game. We'll see if they can do it again here.
Nice ball here by Donatelli to midfield. Again, it is Game 3, mini game, 15-minute game. No first goal wins it here. They play all 15 minutes.
A lot of debate about this format. I love it. I love this 15 minutes. If you watched last night, every player goes hard every single shift because it might be your last.
One touch in the box. Oh, look at O'Quinn. That's the save of the game. Well, clearly, we're 45 seconds into the game. But Neto right on the doorstep. O'Quinn makes the play as he has all night long.
Just a heads-up play, sliding across the box, making the save. And that really is a huge save because it really keeps the pressure off of Syracuse. If Blast score that first goal, then all the pressure on the Qs. And what did we see last night? Remember, after that Missouri goal, quickly Milwaukee countered, and Danny Waltman made a huge save like 5 or 10 seconds right after that.
Bicycle kick here in the corner by Neto over the boards. It'll be a goalkeeper distribution for Vanzella.
And on that chance, I think Neto just thought he had too much time and room. I don't think he gave O'Quinn enough credit for getting able to get across. He just wanted to touch it on target instead of putting some pace behind it, and it cost him.
Blast changed the lineup here now. Healy and Giroux, nice play here by the Silver Knights, creating a chance. This is Yellowbach in the corner. Vanzella covers up right in front of Bordeaux. There's the outlet for Giroux, and he is met at midfield by Santana. And that is a foul called on Nelson Santana. Mangione imploring the referee for 2 minutes as Giroux is still down.
Wow.
But no blue card shown here.
Let's be honest. Any other time in any other game, that's 2, right? The referee is not going to pull the card out.
Although if you were going to pull it out in this game, you'd pull it out very early in the period. No 2 minutes here. Giroux still down for the Blast. 13:20 left in minigame 3. But what a save by O'Quinn just 15 seconds into the overtime to stone Neto out in front.
Well, and the concern here, and we're going to see the replay, the concern here is the health of Giroux. You talk about concussions. You could talk about a lot of different things. Absolutely just bull rushed and taken down to the ground, much like you would see. It was almost like a collision you would see in football as a defensive back's trying to take the ball away or knock the ball out of a receiver's hands. That's kind of the exact same hit we saw right there.
See it one more time here. He was
Just
airborne.
It's a vicious hit.
See what he catches his head with. If we could, for just a moment, slow that down. Is it his knee or his shoulder?
It's his elbow. It's the elbow. Yeah, he gave him the elbow.
Giroux.
You'd
walked off.
almost dare to say, in some situations, that would have warranted a red card.
Not tonight. Not in Game 3. Glass will have Healy on the ball. As Giroux walks off, we're a minute 40 in, and we've already had a big injury and a big save. And both have gone against the Blast.
We'll keep our eyes on the bench to see if Giroux comes back.
And here's Levy in the game for the first time. Around the turn.
Handball,
and it is 2 minutes. Handball in the box. We've seen a lot here.
Craziness, right?
It'll be on Yelovak.
Situation now becomes penalty kick. If you don't convert the penalty kick, it'll be a 2-minute penalty.
Looking Land and O'Quinn. This has been O'Quinn's night. He's been the best player on the field. Two minutes for a handball inside the box. Time of the penalty, 1:53. Looking Land will take it.
What are we doing here now? We're having a discussion.
What is to discuss?
I think Michelle Millwood was kind of, if I'm kind of reading the situation, I'm saying that Michelle Millwood is complaining that the handball occurred outside the box. And the officials are talking this over.
Well, then it wouldn't have been a penalty.
I don't think this is reviewable. From my understanding, here's the Chesapeake Employers Insurance replay. It's clearly in the box. I mean, he was clearly in the box when he made that, when he used the hand. And he, I mean, that's not even close.
No, it's just no doubt about it. I'm not sure what they're looking at. But if they overturn this in any fashion, that would just be a crime against soccer humanity.
It was my impression that the only thing reviewable was
the three-pointers.
The three-pointers, correct?
Right. Yep. Well, once you sneak that technology in there, you know, you find other uses for it. Looking Land will approach. Led the Blast in scoring this year with 56. It was an all-time high. PK opportunity with 1:53 gone in the game. Here we go. Scores! 2-0 Blast.
So now he went top shelf on O'Quinn, and that's such a tough situation for a goalkeeper. Now with the pressure on, there's still plenty of time in this game, Gary. But with the pressure on now, how does Syracuse respond here? And do they remain defensively disciplined like we've seen for most of this night?
Time of the goal, 1:54 of Game 3.
Here's the Eagles walk replay. And you see Mike just cranks it up and not even really up under the bar, just got it up high enough. O'Quinn made the move to the right, and Looking Land waited for him to make the move and then finished.
Looking Land now with 19 career postseason points in this his 19th game. Kickoff Syracuse. Blast lead 2-0 on a PK. Neto was stoned early by O'Quinn. They get a handball on the box call here. Michelle Millwood goes down hard.
Millwood's still down.
Down off to the left here. See if we can get a shot of Millwood. And there he is.
What are they gonna call? Are they gonna call a foul here?
He's either looking for a tooth or a contact. Looks like he's pointing to his tooth.
I guess, well, the referee was signaling to come here. Now William Vanzella's offering Michelle Lida some water.
Here, friend, water. Oh, man, oh, man. So William drinks it himself. It's like, all right, I'll give some to Max. Here, Max. Oh, gee, thanks, William. Oh, boy. We've seen a lot in 2 minutes and 2 seconds, or 2:07. There's Michelle going down, or they're not going down, but going off. Tommy Tanner, you see on the bench in the white shirt, navigating his team through this. Michelle takes his own water there on the side as Bailey takes the ball from William Vanzella. Game 3. Winner moves on, loser goes home. How about that? That's what I love about sports. Things are pretty clear, you know?
No question. No question. By the way, I got a shout out to Carlos Garcia, who's watching on the stream.
Good old Carlos, 4-time champ. Knows what it's all about. We were talking about, what was it, back in 08, I think, or I don't know what year it was. They run so much through. But Carlos was waiting to play Game 3 against Monterey. Look at this. Is that Roquet?
That was.
That's what he wanted last year with Missouri.
That was pretty well meant. That's a nice job by O'Quinn to get in front of that one. And he was right there on the post, and he had to be strong because that was well hit by Roquet.
Here's Roquet in heavy pursuit here. Blast now challenging. Levy's got some wheels on him now.
That's the thing, is that he's got fresh legs, and he's been all over the field.
Look at this. Levy Wapu on the defense. Blast still pressuring with 3 inside the yellow line. Foul called on Neto. Quick free kick here. Levy all over the ball. Looking land, drive in the box. Levy almost beheaded.
Well, that's a nice job by Santana. Levy went low that time, and Santana just let him go. Maybe a little bit of contact, but you're not going to get that call.
.42 left. Blast lead 2-0. Lucio. Santana.
Oh, and Santana's been on the field a long time now.
Nice strike up ahead intended for Neto. Neto with Neto.
Well, one of the Netos won, right?
Good chance that a Neto would win that ball. Another. Is that Michelle down again? Or is that Forbes?
That's Forbes.
Lucio with the foul, 11:16 to go. Mini game 3, it will decide the finalist opposite the Comets. If the Blast do win, they'll play Missouri Friday night at the Independence Event Center, game 1. Come back here for a Saturday night affair, actually Sunday night, 5:05 p.m. here at the arena. Pushed up ahead for Ubi, and that one is wide. Lucio clears to midfield. Santana there with Noon. Good pressure by the Blast. Healy heads it away from Neto. 10:30 left to go.
This is the time of game you really have to be disciplined. You have to understand. You have to make smart plays, and you can't stay. Don't stay on the field too long. You want to make sure you don't extend your shifts, and you want to make good changes. One bad change can decide the outcome.
Zuniga, DeSantos, Mangione. Wow, post to post here. Along with Healy and Noon. Back in the midfield, Santana will retreat, coming up on 10 minutes to go in the minigame 3.
And give the Silver Knights credit. After the goal, they've kind of settled themselves down. They've possessed the ball, and they've done a good job of attacking the Blast end. They just haven't had a good look yet.
Papaleo in for a shift. Broken up by the Blast. Kick towards midfield. Forbes there off of DeSantos. Vanzella catches corner of the box. Chantel to Manford, who had the big three in game 2. Broken up by Donatelli. 9:30 to go. 9:20 now. Diesel. And that'll be a foul as Papaleo goes down.
That was not a good call.
Free kick, Syracuse. 9:16 remaining in game 3.
Now, Syracuse did a number on the Blast with set pieces in that first game. Let's see what they have here.
We'll keep it here during game 3. 9:16, Tommy Tanner wants to talk it over. It's a set piece here for the Silver Knights, who won game 2, 9-6. There's Danny Kelly talking to his team, getting his team around him in a moment.
Now they're like, we got this. They want to talk to the officials about that foul call.
About why that foul was called. So Danny appeals to his bench. Where does Danny fit all time coaching?
Look at the resume.
I mean, Kenny Cooper will go down. You know, it's going to be hard to unseat him. But in time,
just the sheer numbers. You were talking to me about it before the game. You had gone back and looked at the last 2 seasons.
Well, they were 43-8 coming into the opener here tonight. So 43-9 now. A championship and playing for another one.
Now, there's been a lot of debate about Coach of the Year, who should be Coach of the Year. I think it's amazing when you have a team like the Blast who has a lot of talent on it to have all those guys buy into the defensive style and to hold your opponents to 101 points during the regular season and 5 points a game in this league it's ridiculous.
All-time record in terms of points allowed, least points allowed. You know, Danny, as a player or coach, has been involved in all the championships. Through the box, they got a chance, blocked. Blast defense collapses, another chance. Look at Looking Land.
Looking Land
stepping up.
Goes through on Millwood and makes the play.
And they're right back to it here. O'Quinn with a nice distribution. Here's Michelle on Looking Land. Held in, sent back out.
Nice job. Looking Land gave Michelle Millwood no room at all to operate there, and he was forced to play it off the boards.
Under 9 left in game 3. Millwood and Looking Land. Help from Donatelli through the box. Chantel, that one wide. 2-man game here in the corner. Yelovak worked on by Neto. Again, Millwood and Looking Land. Mike's got him in a good spot way out there. Millwood inching in towards the box at the turn, broken up. Rebound, again broken up. Mangione twice inside the box. Nice ball movement here by Noon. Oh, he's got a man, it's Neto. Boy, if anybody could slip through that, it would be Neto, but even that was too much.
If he could have gotten a little bit of a half step there, he had Looking Land wide open.
Well,
now on the counter, though, Looking Land back upfield on Millwood's one-on-one.
Blocked by Ferdinand.
What a play by
goes
Max
down.
Ferdinand.
Here's the return. Oh, Ferdinand in midfield. That's 2 minutes.
Taken down in the midfield on his way to goal. You almost have to pull the card on that one.
Syracuse hates that call. Water bottle thrown on the floor. Let's see what the officials say here. Time of the penalty, 7:13.
And I think an additional yellow on the Syracuse bench.
Right.
Someone's going to have to serve that, and the problem there is that you lose a player for 5 minutes.
And probably more, because it's to the dead ball.
Right.
Papaleo looks like he'll serve the 5. Forbes the 2-minute penalty for tripping.
And you know this. You better finish this chance because you know the next one's going against you, right? Let's be honest, the way they've called this game, that's a 50-50 call, right?
Just happened to go the Blast's way. 2 penalties against Syracuse in Game 3. Blast convert on a Yelovak handball in the box PK by Looking Land. And now the official making a 50-50 call against Syracuse here at the 7:13 mark.
Actually getting word now they waived off the misconduct.
So just the 2-minute penalty.
I don't know. What do you think?
For what?
Is that a penalty or not a penalty?
Yeah, it's a penalty. Of course, I'm from Baltimore. Actually, I'm not from Baltimore. Lived here, though, for 27 years. Hey, look, you know what? This is sports. Half the people are going to like it, half the people aren't. And I think each half can understand the other half. This is sports. Regardless, the Blast will have the power play. We've documented it. Blast are third in the league in the power play, 10 for 25, regular season.
You know, I've always talked about this, and it doesn't get called this way, but I've always talked about this. I always felt that anytime you take a player down, it doesn't matter if it's in the offense, in the midfield, if you take a player down and foul him, that prevents him from an offensive opportunity that's an odd man rush or a clear offensive scoring opportunity, that has to automatically be 2 minutes, right?
I mean, I think I would disagree with that only if it happens in the back. If it happens in the back end.
In the back third, sure.
Right.
I mean, you can't predict what's going to happen for the last 90 feet.
Right.
But I'm saying anytime you get clear through the midfield or in the midfield and you're clear towards goal with an obvious situation where you're up a man, it's got to be a penalty.
Blast now trying to take advantage, leading at 2-0 here in Game 3. Syracuse winning Game 2 9-6 here at the arena. Neto trying to navigate that one, picked off by the Silver Knights. Nice little run here by Manfoot, who had the big 3 in the first, and he meets up with Looking Land. Oh, they call a foul on Looking Land. That's like your block charge in basketball, and they call this one on the defense.
Come on, Gary. He jumped into
I know. It's almost like he jumped into his arms.
If Mike would have put his hands out,
right,
he would have caught him.
Catch me. Free kick, Syracuse.
This is a dangerous spot.
3-point territory, blocked by Donatelli. That could have changed the game right there. Benzella comes out. They're doing a good job of keeping it in. Manfoot with a shot. That one wide. Donatelli back to Looking Land up ahead. Nice ball movement by the Blast. Again, in tight quarters, they do so well.
It's a nice job by Syracuse to rag some time, though, off the clock on the power play.
Only 45 left on the power play. 6:30 in the game. Blast lead by 2. Save and a beauty by O'Quinn. Oh. That one high. Good chance there for the Blast by Neto.
Neto right there.
How many times is that tonight, Paul?
Great angle, and really, if he puts that on target, it's a goal.
Right. That's got to be the 5th or 6th goalkeeper distribution for Syracuse tonight. Penalty clock winding down. 30 left on the power play. Syracuse trying to rag some time. Lucio to midfield. Yelovak there along with Donatelli. He'll chase it. 20 seconds on the power play. 6:05 left to play.
Excellent job by Syracuse. And
if we're tied at the end of this period, this game as it were, we go to sudden death.
The Silver Knights are going to kill the penalty.
2-1. Penalty is over. 5:47 on the clock. Inside for Donatelli, broken up. Here's a chance for them. Forbes and Looking Land. Lucio to help. No call there. That one just wide.
Oh, the trailer running through that time. Wholesale changes for the Blast.
They had a long shift on the power play and couldn't get off. Here's Ubi, picked up by Mangione. 5:15 left to go. Forbes, nice play by DeSantos to break that up. Oh, he's got a man. It's Mangione off the boards. One-on-one. It's just one rebound. Score! Mangione follows his own.
That whole goal gets down to no quit. That ball was played up the field by Dos Santos, and everybody for Syracuse thought it was going out of play. They all stopped running. The only person that didn't stop running on that play was Marco Mangione, and he got the ball, and a great job. And then the back end of it, he doesn't quit either. Hits the post the first time, but follows through and puts it in with the header to give the Blast a 4-0 lead.
Never a bigger goal for Marco Mangione than the one he scored just now to give the Blast a 4-0 lead. With 5:07 to play, here we go.
There you go. Watch the hustle here. Misses, and then follows up with a header for the goal.
What a play. It is unassisted, but what a pass off the boards to find Mangione in the first place. 4-0 gives the Blast some breathing room, but we got a lot of soccer left, and this is a fired-up Syracuse squad, no doubt about it. With 4:53 left, we got time. Foul called on the Blast as Neto goes down.
Well, Dos Santos doesn't get an assist because Mangione hit the post.
Right. And let's see how long Syracuse goes before they pull their keeper, who has just played out of his mind tonight, Brian O'Quinn.
Well, I mean, there's still plenty of time left. This is another good opportunity here. This is another restart for Syracuse after the Blast knocked it out. It's a corner. They've scored on one of these already tonight.
Corner kick here for Santana. Millwood just wide. Neto. Roque on Millwood, back to the midfield. Yelovac.
Oh, that's a foul on Millwood. Millwood
No.
elbowed. I think that's Pat Healy that's laying on the ground. Clearly elbowed him in the face. And they call the foul on Pat Healy. And Pat Healy's still down, and they're trying to restart. The official needs to take control of this game.
Now the official bringing on the...
By the way, there's a reason why he's laying on the ground. Just want to let you know.
That's Pat Healy being tended to by the Blast training staff.
I'd like to see a replay on that. I mean, that was clearly...
That was Millwood's call. 4-0 Blast. Still a lot of time left in this one. 4:29 in game 3. There's Danny Kelly coming out to survey the situation. See what the referee's talking about.
Now,
Still looks like he can play.
Danny Kelly's giving him the referee. Danny Kelly came out because his player's injured.
But it also gave him a chance.
But to give him a chance to talk to the official. And rightly so.
I've always said Danny Kelly looks like a Beatle. You know, like he could have been the 5th Beatle. There's Pat Healy being taken off. Looks like he'll be all right. Blast lead by 4. 4:29 left in game 3.
Obviously another dangerous spot here.
Free kick, Syracuse. Well placed by Millwood. Well defended by the Blast.
That's a good play. Levy Wapu didn't kick it out of play. He kept it alive and cleared the zone, keeping it on the field. So many times we see players panic in those situations and end up kicking it out of play.
And Zella kicks it away. Roque kicks it away. Well played. With Millwood all over him. Syracuse continues on the offensive. Less than 4 minutes to go. They trail 4-0. Goals in the period by Looking Land on a PK. Mangione on one of the prettiest effort goals you'll ever see. Heading in his own miss. Diving to head it in from inside the box.
Now that one will go down.
Yeah, that's a Sports Center top 10.
When you talk about playoff history for the Blasting goals.
Yeah.
Obviously that one goes down as one of the prettiest.
Yeah.
And I think the thing that makes it even more pretty is that he was the only one in that play that never quit on it. You know, you saw that clear by Dos Santos. You thought, You thought for a second when you're watching the ball, you're thinking, whoa, do I remember, was he behind the yellow line? Because if it goes out, it's on top of the arc. And everybody kind of just stood there and watched, except for him. And the ball hit off the top of the boards, the top of the glass. And Marco was off to the races, and then the beautiful finish.
Last year, the Roque goal was another blast memory maker, the bicycle kick. And this one will live on as well. 3:29 left to go. Timeout, Syracuse. We'll keep it here. And so now if you're Tommy Tanner.
Well, obviously they called timeout to go sixth attacker, right?
Right. The keeper is off the field. You got to, you know what? I'm even going to clap for Brian O'Quinn tonight. I mean, not even. You should clap for Brian O'Quinn tonight.
I mean, the two that stand out, remember the play, Ferdinand off the boards as O'Quinn slid through to make that save.
Yep.
And then early on in game 3 here,
Neto shot.
with an open net. He thought an open net as O'Quinn came over and made that save. Yeah, he's been
all over tonight.
He's been incredible for Syracuse.
Post to post, he's been the better goalkeeper tonight. There's no doubt. He's been tested more often tonight.
And if you're the Blast here, you want to pressure and put one in the back of the net as fast as possible to take away any chance for Syracuse.
Sixth attacker is Forbes. Up ahead, Millwood, double teamed in the corner. Stripped away by Healy. Donatelli trying to lose a man. Broken up by Neto. And here they come now with 3:15, trailing by 4 points. DeSantos just chasing all the way around. Neto, nice cut. Healy takes it away. Correction, Ubi has it taken away by Healy. Less than 3 minutes now to play.
It's got to be a foul on Syracuse on Forbes. He took DeSantos down there.
Free kick blast from midfield by the scorer's table. 2:53 left to play.
Oh, quick restart by the Blast, and DeSantos had an open look with a header, but he couldn't knock it home. Blast caught Syracuse napping that time. And that's a heads-up play by Looking Land just to get the ball down the field against a guy that's not used to playing in the goal.
Neto now. From Ubi. Healy right there. Three-pointer blocked by Ubi. 2:25 left to go. Santana.
Blast spend a lot of time working on this situation. And now let's see if it'll pay off.
Santana was just robbed by Vanzella. Corner of the box. See if that one stays in. It does. Coming up on 2 minutes now. Score! A three-pointer for Ubi over Vanzella. Brand new ball game at 2 minutes to go.
That ball actually dipped after he hit it. And I don't know if it was deflected or not. Let's see the replay. That ball might have been deflected by a Blast player because it dropped considerably after he struck it and ended up in the back of the net.
Well, this sets it up now. A 1-point game. Let's watch it here.
And yeah, that hits a Blast player. I think it was. Let's see. It hits him on the. Let's see what happened. I think it hit him on the chest, and it. Watch how this ball dips.
Yeah. 4-3. 1:47 left. Lucio to midfield. They still have the sixth attacker. They got a chance to win the game. In the box, broken up by Looking Land and pinned to the glass by Vanzella. 1:30 left to play. And Vanzella calls a timeout. What a finish in Baltimore tonight. Danny Kelly going to try to figure out a way to ride out these last 90 seconds.
These are the kind of things, these are the reasons why you love this game, you know?
And remember, it was in Game 3 last year, Missouri on a restart with 4 seconds to go, trailing 4-3. Alvarez on a restart beat Milwaukee 5-4, literally snatching victory from the hands of defeat. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . This one is far from over.
When I go back, I talked about trying to get that quick one. Remember the quick restart from Looking Land? Dos Santos had a header opportunity and headed it wide. That would have made it a 6-0 game. And just a little bit after that is when they hit the three-pointer.
Here they come again. Extra man attacker, sixth attacker here. Blast will pressure in the midfield. And of course the Blast got to get back. It's 6 on 5, 1:14 left. A goal gives Syracuse the lead. 4-3 is the score.
Handball called here on Santana.
Free kick Blast. That's a big call with 1:06 to go. Towards midfield. Blast got to rag some time.
Foul
They
there.
got it right back.
That was no call. That was a clear foul.
Santana in the box. Kicked away by Looking Land. Oh. Less than a minute to go. 50 seconds to play. Forbes up ahead. Neto. Broken up by Noon. Oh, and he gives the ball back. And a whistle here.
No, keep playing.
Keep playing. 37 seconds left to go. What a game here tonight. Both game 2 and 3. They're going to play for potentially one final shot here. Noon the length of the floor. Forbes will retreat. 22 seconds left to play in game 3. Midfield, 16 seconds left. You see it on the clock. Quickly up ahead, Millwood in the box. Noon trying to head it away. 9 seconds. Here's Forbes. Going to try to hit it from behind to Santos. Oh, they've called a foul with 4.5 seconds left, giving Syracuse a life.
That's awful. That is absolutely awful.
Look where they put it, too. Well, here you go. Here's your season. It's got to be on goal. Trying to flip it. Oh, it's just high rebound. Oh, on the line, and the Blast survive. So close for the Silver Knights.
Mike Looking-Land's down, and I'll tell you flat out, Gary, I want to see a replay because I think that was a handball on Mike Looking-Land.
Well, and Tommy Tanner says it.
And I'm telling you, I want to see a replay because I think it was a handball on Mike Looking-Land. But to tell you the truth, the fact that they gave them the restart at the place they did anyway.
In the first place.
Too bad.
Tommy Tanner is livid. Here we go.
Watch this. Watch this. See if Mike Looking-Land touches it with the hand. Oh, you know what? Maybe the chest. Tough to see. Tough to see from that angle, but it was close. Let's just put it that way.
But what happened to Mike? He's being helped off the field. Let's see it here. Here's the first just over the bar.
Oh, hit him in the
chest.
Oh, no, you know where it hit him?
Shoulder.
No, lower.
Serious.
Lower. Right.
That's
I think
what
that's
happened.
where it hit him, but that's why he was laying on the ground.
That's what happened. In the unmentionable.
So instead of taking one for the team, he took 2 for the team.
What an effort here tonight. Fantastic indoor soccer here tonight. Kudos to the Silver Knights. Kudos to the Blast. The Blast just happened to move on tonight. They hang on for their dear lives at 4-3. Absolutely. So the Blast hang on. They'll face Missouri.
Marco Mangione, the player of the game, obviously, with this finish. That's the game-winning goal. That's the series-winning goal right there from Marco Mangione, the only guy that never gave up on the play. And an outstanding finish there.
That's it. That is your Pepsi player of the game. Blast move on. Missouri Friday night at the Independence Event Center. Game 1. Rematch of last year's final. Blast swept in 2. And there is Mangione. Player of the game, son of Nick Mangione, former Blast player. Mangione family. Been in Baltimore, I don't know, longer since I've been here, I'll tell you that much. And just another in a long line of soccer greats. And he played a great game here, had that great play here tonight. So that'll do it here from Baltimore. For Andrew Primrose and Paul Mittermeier, I'm Gary Stein. There's more soccer coming your way next Friday night, Missouri and the Blast in the finals. We'll see you next time.